Hey, welcome back, crypto family. So I know I've been gone for about a week, and I apologize. I've been busy with work and everything, but I'm back, and hopefully I can continue to make daily videos like last time. But it's been crazy over the market the past couple of weeks. I know everyone's kind of been in a down mood. Bitcoin's been spiking up, above 11,000, up to 12, and then retracing back down, and kind of been in that channel this whole time. And it looks like now we're starting to be on a more consistent rise. And there's actually a couple reasons for that, which I'm going to explain, and kind of my view on the market, and then a couple big things in the news that I want to cover. So with that, let's go ahead and look at the Bitcoin chart. So we can see here that this is the hourly chart on Bittrex, and it has been making higher highs and higher lows. So we can see here it's been on a nice steady rise. And right now, the RSI is showing still a little overbought, but it's not crazy like it was, when it was around 20,000. So again, this is a healthy rise, and we do see some decent volume from this. So this is great news. It's good to see that we kind of went out of this funk here when we went down to 10,000, and we're on our way to a nice, hopefully, continuation rally from here. So we'll keep an eye on that, but it is looking good from here. Now, looking at the other coins, Ethereum, again, it's above actually 1,100 now. We haven't seen it above those levels in a week or two, so it's good to see it's right there. Ripple hasn't really been too strong of a performer. It's at $1.23. We have Cardano at 62 cents. We have Litecoin at 181, so it's just been pretty steady lately. And then we also have NIM up 24% to $1.04. So they recently had a hack on CoinCheck, and it's an exchange I'll go over a couple days ago, and it's good to see they bounced back from that. And then we have NEO sitting at $140. It's been a pretty steady performer. And then VeChain hasn't been performing too well recently. It's about $6.99, but again, this is a coin that a lot of people are focused on. They have a lot of partnerships, and I'm pretty bullish about this coin as well, so that's one to keep an eye on. But another coin that's actually I'm bullish on, it's been doing really well lately, is Dragon Chain. So it's up over 30% today. And some big reasons for that is they actually announced a new ICO that they're going to start doing for their incubator project. The latest ICO is called Metropolis. And basically what Metropolis is, it says they're taking aim at the $400 billion global staffing industry. So they have actually a experienced team with the strong industry ties to Disney, Microsoft, Starbucks, the NFL, and some others. So they have a lot of partnerships, and or you could say not partnerships, but basically, people who are in those industries that have ties with them, so that they can access a lot of different things that they'll need to keep this project moving forward. So they have a lot of ties with people, and again, they're aiming to distribute on a $428 billion market and aiming to attack that. So a lot of people are bullish on Metropolis, and it says here that they're going to announce the pre-sale date shortly, so keep an eye out for it, and they're going to reopen applications for the Dragon Sale KYC whitelist on January 29th. So again, just click on this link that they had right here on their Twitter, and then you'll be able to click on here and be able to create a reopen the application for the KYC process, so you can get on that whitelist, and again, get ready for this ICO, because this one is going to be a big ICO. I can already tell a lot of people are excited about that. But going on to the news now. So some good news on Bitcoin, why I think it's been rising steadily, and why I have a positive outlook from here moving forward. As you know, Bitcoin futures have been huge, and they've been a lot of the reasons why Bitcoin did have that tank. There's a lot of market manipulation going on. Basically, a lot of hedge funds and everyone bought a lot of Bitcoin in December. That's why we saw that rise. And then they shorted the futures. When the futures came close to expiring, they dumped all their Bitcoin, so it pushed the price down, and they would get profit from their futures. So just yesterday, I believe it was the CME futures. I want to say those expired yesterday. It was the CME or the CBOE, but I believe those expired yesterday, and those were a big portion of still a lot of shorting going around in Bitcoin. So now we can see here, there's a place called a CFTC report, and it keeps track of all the long and short positions with Bitcoin futures. So you can see here, it says the most recent CFTC report showed leveraged funds with 1,142 long positions in Bitcoin futures, more than double the 518 short positions they held. So that tells you something. Um, Basically, they have from December 26th versus now, the number of long positions to short is outnumbered by 4-1. So that tells you 4 times as many people are long as they are short right now as of Tuesday, January 23rd. So that tells you that they've changed their position now on Bitcoin, and now they're going long on the futures. So that's great news for everyone invested in Bitcoin. That shows you, if they have a lot of futures contracts that they purchased for long positions, that tells you they're bullish on Bitcoin, and there's going to be some more buying going on in the future. So again, it's not investment advice, but I'm pretty sure, that, we'll see Bitcoin continue to rise. It may have one last dip, but again, if it does, we'll definitely see it continue to rise as we approach February and March. So again, keep that in mind. And since futures were such a big part of the downturn, I think that now it's 4-1 on the longs. It's, very, very good news for anyone looking at Bitcoin. So some more news is Starbucks is actually looking to get into cryptocurrencies. So just yesterday, they published an article that says from CoinDesk, Starbucks chairman is hot on blockchain, cold on Bitcoin. So basically, Starbucks is saying that they plan to incorporate blockchain technology and digital currencies into its long-term payment technology strategy and hopes to expand digital customer relationships. So they aren't too keen on Bitcoin just because it's not really a form of payment per se. It's more of like a store of value. So that's why they're not really too bullish on it. But again, they're focused on the payment process. So that's why they're focused on other cryptocurrencies. But just the fact that they're focused on cryptocurrencies in general and getting to that payment market, and especially with their mobile app, that's going to be big time. I mean, how many people go to Starbucks and how big of a company they are. So for them to be getting into the blockchain technology and, looking at payments in the future, that's bullish news right here. And it's definitely something to look forward to in the future as more companies adopt cryptocurrencies. So another article here is published 11 hours ago by Joseph Young. So as you know, he's a popular journalist, and he's mentioned on Cointelegraph here that Chinese Bitcoin buyers are still getting around the government ban. So basically, Hong Kong is a big station for cryptocurrency buyers in China. And basically what a lot of people are doing is people that live in China are actually opening up like businesses. And it says here that they can open them up for $1,000. And then they're opening up banks with those businesses and transferring their money over to those banks and using that money to buy cryptocurrencies in Hong Kong. So, China isn't really able to stop them. So that's still how a lot of people are able to get around kind of that loophole and be able to still use Hong Kong exchanges, such as Huobi Pro, BTCC, and OKEX. So that tells you, people are still they want to buy cryptocurrencies. So they're, but even if China bans them, again, there's still people willing to get them in Hong Kong. And then another way they can get them, it says Hong Kong's exchanges have also integrated widely used fintech applications in China, such as Alipay and Tencent's WeChat Pay. Alipay is a 60 billion fintech app and is used by more than 50% of mobile users. And this is another big one. WeChat Pay, which is only used by 7% of mobile users in 2014, is now being used by more than 40% of mobile users in China. So that tells you these people are using these apps to be able to get around and be able to still purchase cryptocurrencies. And it says, the Chinese government is saying how, hey, for the People's Bank of China, ask local banks to disclose any suspicious transactions, but this won't be able to prevent Chinese investors from accessing Hong Kong-based markets due to apps such as Alipay and WeChat Pay. So again, these apps are helping people to still purchase cryptocurrencies in Hong Kong, even if they can't do it, they're banned in their area in China. So this is great news. I mean, people are always going to find a way to buy cryptocurrencies if they want to buy them. So even if a country bans them, hey, it's not going to stop them from being able to access them. So I thought that was some more great news. Now, some not so great news is CoinCheck. As I mentioned previously, this article was published yesterday, and it mentioned that $534 million worth of NIM was stolen, and that was stored on a low security hot wallet. So basically, people who had NIM coins on this exchange, this Japanese cryptocurrency exchange, CoinCheck, basically they lost all of their NIM tokens, which is worth $534 million. So this was bigger than Mt. Gox. I believe Mt. Gox was a little over 300 million. So this was huge news. I mean, this kind of really, brings home the fact that you need to store your cryptocurrencies on a hardware wallet, a Ledger wallet, a Trezor wallet, something offline that get them off an exchange. So whatever you have to do, I mean, it's, you know, I can't emphasize this enough. And again, I know it's hard to do if you do have coins that you know, that just came out or are brand new. But again, you know, try to store them on hardware wallets offline if you can, and you know, just get as much security as you can, because with these things happening, I mean, it's, you know, it shows you coins aren't safe on exchanges. So just try to get them on a offline wallet if you can, and then just yeah, I mean, they said here that they're going to try to refund everyone, and they asked if they're going to resume operations or have to declare bankruptcy, and the company said that in principle they plan to keep operating. So that's good that they're going to try to refund all the users, and that they do know the address that where the NIM is currently being stored. So, and hopefully they'll be able to track the culprit. So they're trying to crack down on it. So hopefully they can get those coins back and get everyone refunded. So last but not least, I'm sure you've already heard about this by now, but a couple days ago, there's a class action lawsuit filed against Bitconnect. Basically, there is about I believe it says 6 people that were affected by this that are filing this class action lawsuit. And these 6 individuals had a combined loss of about $771,000 US. And they seek compensation for all plaintiffs in order to refund their losses. Basically, what it says is the plaintiffs on Bitconnect's site, it claimed they're using a trading bot that, you know, had a certain algorithms and was able to get profit. But really, the plaintiffs, you know, said that it was just, the company was just a Ponzi scheme using other investors' money that was being invested to pay back, you know, the older investors. And of course, that's what they were doing. You know, it was a Ponzi scheme from the start. So they're trying to, you know, sue Bitconnect as well as the YouTubers that were promoting it. So it says, including the Bitconnect marketer, Glenn Arcaro, and then the YouTubers like Trayvon James, Craig Grant, Ryan Hildreth, and popular YouTuber Crypto Nick. So again, you know, they're going after all of these people, and whether they're able to win or not, you know, I don't know. But Bitconnect hasn't responded yet, but this will be interesting to see what happens. And, you know, a lot of those YouTubers have taken their Bitconnect videos down, so it's kind of a big deal right now. Everyone's looking at it. But again, I can't stress enough, do not invest in these lending platforms. There's a new one called Coin. Do not invest in that. Don't invest in any lending platforms, because eventually, you know, they will stop operating. And while there is potential to make money, again, it's way, way too risky. So it's not investment advice, but again, I just don't recommend anyone invest in them because they're way too risky. But with that, that's all I have. And, you know, I mean, it feels good to make a video again and just, you know, be back and kind of update everyone on the news that's been going on. I know cryptocurrencies have been crazy and everyone's frustrated right now. Bitcoin's not doing much, but again, it has starting to been, you know, on a kind of upswing right now. And with this these futures, this news about longs, you know, being 4-to-1 versus shorts, and just more companies adopting Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies in general. You know, it's good to see that still they're in the forefront and there is still positive news coming out. So just want to help you out with that. And if this video helped y'all out, please do give it a like, comment if you have any questions, and please subscribe if you haven't. I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers. And once I get there, then I'm going to give $50 away, $50 worth of Bitcoin or Litecoin to 2 random subscribers that comment their Bitcoin or Litecoin address on my latest giveaway video, and with something funny. So with that, thanks for watching. Until next time, see ya.